this a try, talking to our partners. And we're going to reread this book that we read the other day, Night of the Veggie Monster. But today when you turn and talk to your partner, you're really going to focus on listening to what your partner said, and then deciding if you agree or disagree with your partner, and then sharing your thinking and saying why. That's what we're going to practice when we talk to our partner today. So, let's go ahead and get started. Night of the Veggie Monster. Something terrible happens every Tuesday night. Time for another fun-filled hour. It's not the pork chops or the mashed potatoes. It all starts when I'm forced to eat peas. A whole 3 tonight. I'm going to read that part again. I think the mom and dad is saying this here. A whole 3 tonight. So I wonder why they said it like that. What are you thinking about the parents and the boy at that part? So right now we're going to have partner B start, and partner A is going to listen first. So partner B, share your idea, and then partner A, you listen and decide if you agree or disagree.
Kelly. It was partner B needs I think he's going to eat it, he's going to like it, he's going to swallow it, because one time that happened last week, and then he was crazy, and then he swallowed it, and then one day you have to eat broccoli, and then he didn't eat it. I think that the parents they're forcing him to eat peas because he needs to eat peas.
2, 1. Lots of people agreeing and disagreeing with their partner. Can you guys share what you said? You say it nice and loud?
Because they don't like it. Because the boy doesn't.
So you said you didn't think the boy liked the peas? Did you agree or disagree?
I agree because the kid didn't like peas, and then he's gonna talk to his parents and he's gonna like the peas and I'm gonna take an hour to eat that.
So these partners agreed. Let's keep going. My parents act as if I'm making it all up, but I'm not. I wonder how soon before he starts. Oh, it should be any minute now. They have no idea what one tiny pea does to me. With just the slightest touch, it begins. And we're off. My fingers become wiggly. I knew he would start with the fingers. As the pea rests in my mouth, my eyes begin to water. So what are you noticing and thinking here? This time, partner A is going to start by sharing their thinking, and partner B is going to listen and see if you agree or disagree. What are you thinking about the boy right now?
I think that he's gonna turn into a monster. Now you need to say if you agree or disagree. I didn't he was swallowing and his skills would have swallowing in one day.
Can you say that again?
He's gonna like eat it and swallow it, and then his skills scream up and then he's gonna eat broccoli. And then
And 3, 2, 0. My toes twist and curl up in my shoes. That's a new one. I squirm in my seat. I try to keep control, but the pea is too strong. I start to transform into a Veggie Monster! Ready to smash the chairs, ready to tip the table, ready to great pork chops tonight. Gulp. I swallowed the pea. I actually swallowed the pea. It tasted all right, really. So I'm noticing here how he knocked the chair over and there's a big mess here. At first he really didn't want to try those peas. He just really didn't want to try his vegetables. But then when he actually tried it, I'm noticing that he changed a little bit. And he thought it was actually okay. And sometimes that happens, people change their ideas. Quite a performance this evening. I particularly enjoyed the toe curling. Well, I guess peas are okay, but there is still a danger. Because tomorrow is Wednesday, and on Wednesday we have broccoli. So now I'm wondering, how do you think that he has changed his thinking? This time we're going to have partner B share their idea first, and partner A is going to listen.
I think he's going but if he's not, he's going to be like the piece, like he's going to swallow it, and then he will swallow it every day because he has to eat healthy food. And then he's going to swallow it, and then like he's going every day to do that. If his mom give him everything to do, but he had to listen with his parents.
Seemed like you guys had a lot to say about that what you're thinking about the character. So we're going to do another whole class conversation. So I'm going to count down from 5. We're doing a silent switch into our circle. Ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job making room for all the friends in the circle. Good job. All right, so we're going to start a conversation, and we're really going to need to make sure we're listening to our friends, because when we listen, we're going to decide, do I agree with what that friend just said, or do I disagree? I have a different idea. And then we're going to say our own thinking and why, okay? So you're going to really need to be listening. Would you mind starting us out? I'm going to start off with this partnership because I heard them have a conversation. So would you mind starting, and then you share if you agree or disagree and why, and then we'll keep it going with the rest of the class.
He's going to turn into a giant broccoli monster because monsters are mostly monsters are green, and the broccoli is green, so he's going to turn into a monster. I don't agree because he's not going to turn green. He's just going to have the same colors, but he's not going to turn green.
So we heard 2 different ideas there. Anybody want to add on and agree or disagree with what was said here?
I could agree with Ian because he will turn to a monster.
So we have one idea that he will turn into a monster and another idea that he won't turn into a monster. Who wants to agree or disagree?
I agree with Noah because when we saw that he turned into a monster, he didn't turn green. I agree with Noah because he's right because I didn't see him turn anything.
I agree with Noah because when he turned to a monster, he was not all green. I agree with Noah because he didn't really just turn into a monster. His fingers just really wrinkled and his toes just crunched. That's it.
So it sounds like we have two ideas on the table. One, maybe he's gonna turn into a monster, but another idea was maybe it's just, he's not a real monster, but he was just kind of wiggling and like turning things over. So what do you think? Do you agree that he's a real monster, or you disagree that he's not a monster?
If he turns his skin blue, he's gonna get green, but if he gets green after his changes, and then
3, 2, one more idea over here. I know we're ending, but you didn't get a chance to share. Can you share what your thought was? Say it real loud.
I agree with Ying and Nor because he did turn into a monster, but he wasn't green.
Did you see how she kind of agreed with both? He didn't turn into a monster, but he wasn't green, but he kind of turned into a monster just by the way he was behaving. So that's another new idea. Nice job listening to your partner, deciding if you agreed or disagreed, and then sharing your own idea and explaining why. That's really going to help you when you talk to friends about your ideas. Thank you.